Welcome to Ask and Learn.
This is the answer to Chapter 20, problem number 69 from the Smith Organic Chemistry textbook. This problem asks us to convert benzene into each of the four compounds that the problem gives us. We're told we can also use any inorganic reagents and any organic alcohols having 3 carbons or fewer. And we're also told that one step of each of these syntheses must involve a Grignard reagent. Okay, and so for A, we're trying to make benzoic acid, and we know that we have to involve a Grignard reagent here, as the problem says. So one way that we can do this, easily, one of the things that we can do to benzene is going to be to treat it with bromine and iron bromide, and that is going to brominate the benzene ring. Okay, so now we have our brominated benzene. We can mix this with some magnesium. That's going to get us to the Grignard reagent, which is good because, as the problem says, we have to use a Grignard reagent. So there's our benzene Grignard, our phenyl Grignard. And so now, if we use carbon dioxide and then an aqueous acid workup, so CO2 followed by H3O plus, that is going to get us to benzoic acid here. Okay, so that's A. B is a little bit more complicated. And so for B, I'm actually going to start from the Grignard that we made in A. So I'm not going to show how to make that all over again. We'd make it exactly the same way as we made it above. So we have our Grignard here. And actually, we need another reagent. So if we were to take methanol and oxidize it with PCC, for example, that would get us to formaldehyde. And we do need to show how to do this just because we're told that we can use inorganic reagents and 3 carbon or fewer alcohols. And so this is starting from methanol and making the formaldehyde that we need. So then we can use this formaldehyde with our Grignard. So formaldehyde and then water. And that is going to get us to here. Okay, and then we can oxidize that with some PCC to get to the aldehyde. And then we can use another equivalent of that phenyl magnesium bromide. And so followed, of course, by water workup. And so now we have our 2 aromatic ring system joined by a single carbon. The single carbon has an alcohol on it right now, since this is the product of a Grignard reaction. And so the last thing that we need to do to get to our product for B is going to be another PCC oxidation to get to the ketone. Okay, so there's our product for B. So moving on to C, this is another sort of complex one. We actually need to start from 1-propanol and make a Grignard reagent out of 1-propanol. So we'll do that with PBr3 to get to the bromide, and then magnesium to get to the Grignard. Okay, and so now we have this Grignard. We need to then start from 1-propanol again and oxidize it. Now we have the aldehyde. And so now that we have this aldehyde, we can use the Grignard that we made just above this. Followed by water workup, of course. And so now, after this series of reactions, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have this 6-carbon chain with an alcohol right here. And we need to oxidize this. So again, PCC. Okay, and so now we have this ketone, and this ketone can actually serve as the substrate that we need. So we're going to use the phenylmagnesium bromide that we made in A yet again. Water workup, of course. And so that's going to get us to our final product for C here. So aromatic ring, 1 alcohol here, 1, 2, and then, yep, okay. And so that's C. And then for D, I'm actually going to start a third page rather than just trying to cram it all in there. So for D, we are going to start from 1-propanol again. And once again, we're going to oxidize it to the aldehyde. And then again, we can use the phenylmagnesium bromide that we made in A. Water workup. And so that is going to give us this molecule. I suppose I should move this down so that we can see everything. There we go. Okay. And then so from here, we will oxidize this up to the ketone, again using PCC. And then from there, we need to add a bromine to complete this molecule. And so in order to brominate that aromatic ring, again, we'll use bromine, elemental bromine, and FeBr3. And that is going to give us our final product. Okay, and so that's the answer to part D. All right, so that's part D. Here's part C again, and here are parts A and B. And the key here, since we're told we have to start from benzene and 3 carbon or fewer alcohols, anything that we need that isn't either benzene or a 3 carbon or fewer alcohol, we have to make from those reagents. And obviously, each of these included a Grignard, as the problem said it had to. And so we ended up making Grignards and making carbonyls, basically, and then reacting them together and changing oxidation states using PCC. And that was the majority of the reactions here. And that's the answer to chapter 20, problem number 69.